most of them will go down.
You know why they want to go down? Because we have. That's why they go. That's why they say they want to go down. You know what the average payment bump is every time somebody trades a car or buys a car, whether they trade it or not? $1.25. This is a study of 100,000 people over a 17-year period of time, looking at nothing but credit bureaus. $1.25. So when someone tells me they're paying $105 or $505 a month, I'll just say, well, if you're like most of my customers, I'm guessing you're looking at going to somewhere between $630 and $670 for your next vehicle. Watch the reaction. Well, no, I didn't want to go that high. I don't want to go a nickel over 600. Or they're liable to say, no, I just went through a divorce and filed bankruptcy. I got to go down. Well, fine, then that's legit. But if I say you're paying $505 now, Nate, where you want to be with your next vehicle? Same or lower? Nobody says, oh, I'd like to go up 125.
You never know.
All right, let me ask you a question. Let's say the customer says, okay, I'll put down $3,500, but I ain't going to go one day past 60 months. And that payment of $1,068 to $1,083 ain't going to work. I need to be under $1,000. What do you say?
Can you put me in one?
$3,500 taps me out.
Let me see if I can get one more for you.
No, we do not say that yet. May need to. Yeah. Here's what I say. I say, Thomas, let's look at the worst case scenario. Let's say it's at the far end, high end of that. You ain't really going to pay that.
I'm not, no.
Well,
I never ever gonna pay that.
let me tell you what you are going to do. You're going to write a check every single month for $1,083. You're going to sign it. You're going to make it out to a lender. You're going to send it to the bank. I know, Thomas, you don't want to do that. I get it. Okay? But when I tell you you're not really paying $1,083, I'm dead serious. Thomas, everybody knows a vehicle's going to depreciate, right? But not everybody knows that every car payment you make has got a savings element to it.
Yeah, I remember that.
Because if you don't do this just right, it don't fly.
Yeah.
Number one, he's got to be able to make that payment. Okay? We have to put him on the right vehicle.
I could make it. I wouldn't.
Look, you're just normal. I can make that too. I just don't want to. I need someone to help me understand how it's really not $1,083. Thomas, when you make this last payment, by the way, if you're a drinking man by then and you want a bottle of champagne, you let me know you've made the last payment, and I'll bring a bottle of champagne to your house. Okay? But when you make that last payment, what comes back to you in the mail a couple weeks later?
The title.
The title. You know what? It's sort of a special title. Okay? Because it's only got your name on it. It's free and clear. Now the question I got for you, this is a $63,000 vehicle. You're not paying but $56,000 for it. But it's a $63,000 vehicle, and that's when the residual book looks at what a vehicle's going to be worth in 5 years, they're going to use the 63. What do you think that vehicle will be worth that day you pay it off?
Probably 41, maybe 40, 39.
I tell you what, let's take it down to 35. All right? Do me a favor. You got
I'm a
that?
mile on up though, Steve.
Say again?
That'd be a good lease.
Hold on. When you get this title back, you've got a $35,000 piece of paper in your hand, don't you? Behaves just like a real expensive share of stock. You could trade it, couldn't you?
Oh,
You could sell it. You could borrow against it. But here's the key. You got a telephone on you there?
yeah.
Do me a favor. Divide 35,000 by 60 for me.
35 divided by 60.
What is it? 583?
One, 583.
Thomas, do you know what this 583 represents?
Well, not really. Not what you're going to, I know you're going to tell me though.
Well, here's what you don't want to do. you don't want to send your 1,083 to the bank and never see it again. And that ain't gonna happen, because you know what happens? On the way to the bank, $583 is hijacked and sent straight to your title, okay? Consider it your savings account. So if you look at this, if you take 1083, your gross payment, which is what you're gonna write the check for, and you subtract 583, you're getting into this baby for a net payment of $500 a month. I need your okay right here.
Stop.
I did not learn this until about 3 years ago when I was doing a seminar for Harley-Davidson salespeople and managers. And I was teaching them how to justify payments. And this old boy, Elvis Vaughn, raised his hand and said, I think I got one better than you. He showed me how to do this. I went, son of a bitch.
Hey, stop.
The only time
You
this...
gotta present it right, though.
You got to present it right. The math is easy. You divide what the customer says the vehicle's going to be worth by 60. That's the portion of the payment that's going back to the title, and subtract it from the gross payment. That's your net payment.
That's it.
It's the story that you got to develop. You got to develop the story.
Well, that's why they put residual on the lease. Can you send me that to my email?
I'll send you 50 videos of me doing this, and a lot of times the camera's the camera's on the piece of paper, so you can see how the math
Do
works.
that, Steve. I'm serious.
But it's the story, and you're a storyteller, okay? You just, the better you tell this story, the math is. You know what the number one customer response to this is?
They freak out.
Do that again.
See that again.
I did it.
Or something right now.
Everything, it's all worth something. If it was only $10,000, the customer said, I'd use that number, divide it by 60, and I'd just subtract it from 1,083. The only time I have a trouble is when the customer won't give me a number. I say, okay, can we go to KBB and look at a 5-year-old vehicle like this and see what it's worth? Can we use that number? Okay? And they'll go fine.
See, when I was in